So, Jason, do you remember a little game called Avengers? I was going to say Batman, Arkham Knight, series. And Arkham City. And then we can say, do you remember Avengers? Because Suicide Squad is... There's more. Okay, so backstory. All right. So, Suicide Squad was announced, Kill the Justice League, made by Rocksteady, creators of the Batman Arkham series. Great series, amazing games, so much fun.
Yep.
Except for Arkham Origins, which I never played, but I heard people didn't like that one as much.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was a lot darker.
But it was also done by a different team too. Yeah. So, but yeah, so now we have Suicide Squad, and we're like, cool, story-based game. It's gonna be great. And then they revealed some gameplay stuff, and they revealed like battle pass kind of potential things, and
always have to be
character customizations, online play, 4-player co-op, and all that stuff. And it's like, Avengers, interesting. So there was definitely some concern there, and then they kind of went dark for a little bit. They delayed the game, and now it's just come out February 2nd of 2024. Yep. And they brought out a new video that's part of a series called the Suicide Squad Insider. And this video is all about story and gameplay, where they were very quick to say in the first 30 seconds of the game, of the video, Rocksteady has always been all about story. And that is their focus here. So they're really trying to drive home that, hey, yes, there's a bunch of new stuff in this game, but there's still going to be a very strong story component to it. So we watched this 20-minute long video that they showcased some new stuff. And what's your take? Has your take, Jason, on this game changed after watching this from what we had thought before?
I'm kind of happy that they went dark for so long.
Yeah.
To be honest, because I totally forgot about this game.
Oh yeah,
so
I think it went dark like with Batman. You mean like they didn't say any media? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like they went completely dark, and
I did too, actually, surprisingly. Yeah,
yeah, and them opening up with that, they are correct, and I think that's the only thing that's going to save them with this game is how they tell a story.
Yeah,
because to me, that's what's really going to hook me and want me to like keep playing. But once again, it's a multiplayer game, and I think that's going to take me out of the immersion of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But after watching it, this new stuff, and they haven't, hopefully they will come back and mention battle passes and stuff like that. They're not just going to surprise it on us.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. They're not going to mention anything in the next couple of months about a battle pass or about you have to be online at all times to play this game. Because to me, that's a huge turnoff already.
Yeah.
You know? But what I enjoyed from watching this is the story. And that was it.
Yeah.
The running around, shooting and stuff like that is a gimmick. It's just standard gameplay, and it's nothing unique in my eyes. I mean, I was thinking of I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was thinking of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And I think I think the main reason why I was thinking that is because like all the fun times that we had playing that game and just running around shooting shit and doing stuff. That's what I'm picturing us doing in this game.
Yeah.
And you pointed out, which it took me a while to notice, is like, you know, the resources you collect from killing these guys.
Yeah.
You see them appear and stuff like that. So we're still going to have like that upgrade management, that kind of like almost like upgrading your guns, all that jazz. That, I mean, you're going to have that, you know. But I don't see anything else standing out for me to play this game besides the story. I want to see continuation of the Arkham Batman. I kind of wish Arkham Batman wasn't part of this universe because it kind of upsets me a little bit because the storyline in that was great. He's done. He moved on.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would come out with like a Battle of the Cow game where you play as like one of the Robins trying to be Batman.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You're known for your great single player storyline games. Let's just stick with it, you know?
Right.
But yeah, this is kind of like, I'm trying not to connect this at all with Arkham. That's what I'm trying to do to make it its own game. because they teased Suicide Squad in Arkham Origins. I don't know if you know that or not.
No, I did.
There was a post-credit scene. They teased it. Deathstroke was supposed to be part of it. They scrapped that whole idea. And then they started working on a Superman game. Then they scrapped that. And then they're like, let's do Suicide Squad. This, compared to the other game, to me, is like night and day. They're totally different.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
not just because of the game mechanics, to me, even the story feels kind of just doesn't feel like it belongs at all.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see kind of how they portray it, because there was moments here where they're doing the cutscenes. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. It's got some good quirky humor. I enjoy that aspect to it. Then when you go back and just like running around the world and they start talking to each other, and then you have that kind of dialogue, it felt a little like it felt back like I'm a live shooter game that's like just throwing story in there just to throw story in there kind of thing. So I'm a little nervous about that piece to it. I do think I'm more excited about the traversal, seeing it now, than I was before, in a way, because like, I mean, that was the biggest thing that we felt was missing from Avengers, other than the open world too, was that, you know, traversal was kind of lame.
Oh yeah, it was.
You know, it's
lame.
like the fact that you play Hulk, you have to like hop around, you know, to get
you play
places.
as Captain America, you hop
Yeah,
around.
you hopped around, and it was just like, okay, that's kind of weird. And like in this one, it's like they definitely like put a lot of time into making it like you're literally flying around this map. But I'm really concerned in that, like in Spider-Man, you fly around the map everywhere. You never like really spend time on the ground. But if you do go down the ground, like there's like people doing things, and there's stuff happening down there, and there's a life happening down there.
Yeah.
And not that this necessarily needs that, but what they've shown is that the story setup is that Brainiac has come in and taken over the whole entire city of Metropolis, and then he's like converted all of these people, civilians, into like his
army.
Brainiac minions. Yeah. So I'm like, are we just gonna be like running around and like every single person here is a bad guy that's like a purple bad guy, and that's all we fight?
Well,
like,
I mean,
is it gonna be like Avengers 2.0 with like just robots everywhere,
That-
but Brainiac robots?
that doesn't bother me as much, because you need something to like have a story. You know, you need something to fight all the time in this game, or it's going to get boring. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Arkham Knight and Arkham City. All it was bad guys everywhere,
That's true. That is true.
and they had a reasoning behind it. And it's the same way with this game. They have a reasoning behind it.
That's fair.
I mean, I get. Yes, I kind of wish there was like a little bit more things with it. Like they have a reasoning behind it, but why about like some survivors? You know, we saw that Penguin somehow survived.
I mean, the fact that he's there, like, okay, that was interesting to me, that Cobblepot was still around. So I was like, okay, if that's a case where you can like go find people in the area, like there's something there that could be good.
And they could even do like factions and stuff. Let's say like a certain group is just trying to survive, and another group's trying to take their shit or something, and then you're fighting civilians, you know,
Right.
or like dealing with different factions inside the city along with Brainiac's army.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. You know, you're clearing out. But that's another thing I'm curious about.
Side quests.
Side quests, and then like, are we going to be clearing out the city slowly? Like, is there going to be a point in the game where they haven't said much about it? They just showed us
like a corruption.
Yeah,
that you're
like a
having
corruption,
on
you know.
something, yeah.
They haven't showed us much. As far as you know, there's no cure to this infection that Brainiac's doing to these people. And that's why we are sent out to kill the Justice League, because right now, from what they're showing in the game, what they showed in this 20-minute thing, only person that's infected is Green Lantern, and the Flash comes down to try to help Green Lantern become uninfected.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling there's a way to make people uninfected, and I kind of hope that we have a situation where we're going to home bases and clearing out stuff, like side objectives, you know?
Yeah.
Because I really like doing that, especially if I have people with me to do it. I feel like it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So on the ground, the Metropolis looks beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I think I really like it. I'm happy that it's open world.
Yeah.
And not like Avengers style. And they said it's going to be twice as big as Arkham Knight. So it's going to be pretty big. I'm just concerned with the possible of frame rates like dropping.
Right. Yeah.
If you have 4 people playing, because we know Gotham Knights had that issue, and that's why they dropped it down to 60, is so
30,
you can
30.
be 30?
Yeah. 30
Oh
frames.
fuck. And they did that so people can spread out and do different stuff.
Right.
Now you have 4 people running around in a map that's bigger than Arkham Knight. How's that going to look? How are we going to have to be tied to each other the whole time, or can you just run around and do whatever? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to be a distance thing. I mean, I feel like it's going to be really hard for them to pull off like you being able to spread around the city and just do whatever the hell you want. Like, I feel like you're going to have to be within the vicinity of one another. So I'll be curious to see how they kind of answer that question. But I like the way the world looks. I think there's a lot of detail here that I think will be interesting kind of to see and explore. But I'm just like, there's a lot of verticality happening here. And I want to know if it's just like one big, massive, beautiful playground that you just like hop around in, or is there stuff to, I mean, they did make mention at one point of like, there's a lot of DC like harken back things here. So I'm like, can I run around and like find like locations that like, are relevant landmarks, and stuff like that, that aren't just like a facade like this. There's this one video here that shows like a little logo on the side. I was like, it would be cool to like go around and be like, okay, we found like the Bat Cave, and like go and explore that. And
Bat Cave's not in Metropolis.
I know, but like that, yeah, I know. Just throwing out random things, just
I feel like that's a guarantee. They're going to have some kind of like little thing, reference to something else. So
yeah, I'm still nervous about watching the combat. It feels kind of stiff sometimes when they're fighting. Like there's a scene where like Harley Quinn was up in the air and she was like falling down, like shooting at somebody. It's just like she's like a static thing on the screen as you're like pointing forward, which it doesn't. I mean, it's not a bad thing because like you need to be able to aim basically, but it just looks stiff. Yeah,
I was going to say that too because there was a certain scene in the gameplay where it showed Harley Quinn running. And she seems like her body was moving fast, but she wasn't moving fast. And I think the issue with that is that they want you to use your traversal stuff at all times.
Right.
And she didn't have it yet. And she was just running. And it looks like she was moving, but like she wasn't going that fast. And it seems super stiff. And I'm like, ugh. Because that just takes me out of the immersion.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still going to buy it.
Yeah, I am too. Like, I want to sit down and play. I think it'll be fun with the two of us. Like, I think it's going to be way more fun than Gotham Knights. I'm hoping,
God, yes.
Like, it's going to be like, we'll sit down here, we'll run through the story, we'll like, kill the Justice League. Hopefully, we'll have some stuff to do in the world. I mean, I'm really anxious for them to start showing off menus and stuff again. Because, I mean, like, I'm looking at a screenshot of like back when they showed the first game and I was like, squad, map, contracts, looks, loadout, talent, social, battle pass, store, code. I mean, it's like Avengers all over again.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know how they're going to respond to that and if they're going to strip any of that stuff out or if it's going to stay. But then they also talk about how there's going to have a bunch of like free content after the game launches. So
it makes me wonder when they said that is because they're not going to do the store or anything like that anymore.
I hope it's not.
Because
then how are they going to make money? I mean, they're going to make money, but
yeah, they're going to make money.
Everybody wants to put a freaking store in these things. I mean, freaking Assassin's Creed always is a store. I'm like, what the hell, man?
So the big thing is like you said it before when this game came out and we were comparing it to Avengers. They fixed everything that we had issues with Avengers. The open world, the traversal, all that jazz. And we put a lot of hours into Avengers. We stuck up for that game for a good hot minute until they started releasing extra content for it. And it was nothing, Their roadmap was garbage. What this game really needs to do, if they want to like really stand behind it, I think they should come out with a free demo.
With a what?
A free demo.
Oh, that could be interesting.
To help with the backlash of what just happened with everything. I think if they come out with a free demo, and it could be like a 10-minute demo, you play as one of the characters and just run around and do like a certain mission and actually feel it. Because I think once we do that, we're probably going to love this game.
Yeah. Or do like a 3-hour time limited experience.
That's a long time though. 3 hours?
Yeah, dude. This game's probably like got 60 hours worth of content in it. Yeah.
60 hours? You think this? I don't think it has.
Hell yeah, dude. All the side content and stuff like that.
I really hope they have side missions, which I know they probably will.
Yeah.
And I hope it's like some really good stuff. Because the only thing that's going to save them with this game is the story.
Yeah.
The story is going to be, it has to be on point. and it has to be good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm curious to know the cadence of these videos. I know the next one they said was going to be talking more about the gameplay and like kind of the choices you have when you're doing the gameplay. So I'm sure they're going to dive into the weapons and hopefully show some more of the menus again. So
like, I don't know what it is. Just recently, I think right when this came out, Rocksteady like pushed out a bunch of shit on TikTok, like trendy videos for this game. And I'm like, Jesus, they are fucking marketing this like crazy right now.
it's time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 months away,
Yeah.
2.5 months away. Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about, man.
I'm excited about it. I'm just, I know I'm going to play this game. As for like super enjoying it, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm hopeful. I want another Avengers. I do.
Avengers.
A good Avengers. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, give me good Avengers.
Who knows? This might like blow up and they come out with a sequel and another one and another one. I mean,
Who knows? Yeah. What would you like?
really like Captain Boomerang's thing?
I'm really concerned about the. They've only shown 4 heroes, so there's 4. There could only be 4 bosses. You know, like, will there be more?
I have a feeling there will be more.
Yeah, like
There
stuff
has
we
to
just
be. I
haven't
think
heard
they're
about
just
yet.
hiding a lot of it just to keep, But what I think another thing that's interesting is like each character has a unique weapon as well.
Yeah,
Like Captain Boomerang has a, what did they say? A sniper rifle, a shotgun, and a SMIG. He has 3 weapons.
yeah,
And I can't remember what they said about. I know fucking King Shark is just a brute. That's all
he's
he is.
he's big
He's
brute.
just
He
a
also
fucking
carries a big
tank.
old chain gun
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then Harley
or rocket
Quinn-
launchers. Harley Quinn's like smaller weaponry.
Yeah. And then what's his name? Deadshot has like
He's sniper focused. He's more like long
sniper,
range.
and then he has his hand cannon guns.
Yeah.
So, like, oh man, like traveling around looks fun.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, it does. Just like, I mean, you're always up in the air. You're freaking run upside of buildings and shit. And
It makes
like
me
the fact-
wonder if this is like a fully upgraded skill tree, though. Seeing them like run around this much too.
It's true. Yeah. Well, because they talk about too how like they were saying that the melee weapons, like the melee combat is meant to like break shields.
Yep.
So you're going to be doing a lot of like going in, attacking, breaking shields, and then like jumping out and like, doing short range stuff or long range stuff with your guns. So there'll be a nice mix of, seems like they've done a good job at making a nice mix of melee and fighting combat, which I appreciate.
And I'm also curious about like, are there finishers?
That's a
Because
good question.
we witnessed Harley Quinn like hit someone in the nutsack and then fucking bash their brains in.
I'm
curious
sure
if
that'll
they're-
be, yeah,
if each one of them have like, a
$2.99
unique-
per finisher.
Oh, and this is also Kevin Conroy's last time playing Batman.
Oh, that's right.
And that's another reason why I really want to get it. It's upsetting that it's not. I really want another Batman game.
Yeah, dude.
Like that storyline, that whole overarching thing, it was just amazing. And I don't know why they decided to go this route with this series.
Probably just change it up,
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
they mentioned in the video too. They were like, we wanted to let people know that like Rocksteady doesn't make dark games. We made a dark game because
Yeah.
Batman it needs to be a
Batman, it
dark
needs to be
game.
a dark game.
So I think they're trying to show their cards that they can do more than just like a dark, gritty single player story. But they're going to have to prove themselves here. Can they not? Can they do a humorous, fun, open world looter shooter?
Looter shooter. Oh my god, I feel like I feel Destiny all over again.
Destiny.
Just trying to. Oh,
Well, hey, one thing we haven't seen yet is a bunch of boxes all over the map that they go and pick up.
that's true.
It's pretty cool. So maybe
But
there
you know
won't be a
it's
bunch
going
of
to be
crates
in there.
Yeah, they just pressed the button that said delete crates.
Delete
And they
crates. It's
removed
all
them all
going to
from
be
the
in
world.
the free stuff we're going to give out.
Yeah.
I am excited.
Pre-order now, get the classic costumes.
I think this is a game I'm going to buy on disc, just in case. I buy certain games like Alan Wake 2. I bought digitally because I
Right.
know for a fact I'm going to love this game.
Well, also because you can only buy it digitally.
What?
Yeah, they made an announcement when they released Alan Wake.
No
that
shit.
It was gonna be a digital only release. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. You can't buy it, and you can't buy a disc of it.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, Mortal Kombat 1, I bought disc because I didn't know if I was going to take it back or not.
Yeah, so it also let them keep the price at $60. That was the other thing too. So it was technically it would have been a $70 game on PS5, but they brought it out for $60.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's only $50 on PC.
Yeah, this is a game I am. If you're going to get this game, buy it on disc just in case you want to return it, and you're like, no.
Talking Suicide Squad, not Alan Wake.
Suicide, not Alan Wake 2. You have to buy that on digital. Never mind.
All right, let us know what y'all think about Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Is it back on the right track, or do we still have concerns? Are you still concerned about this game? Are you going to buy this game? Are you excited about Suicide Squad? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your feedback.